My name is Sophie.
And I'm Holden.
And this is the Homebodies Podcast. Wow. Why was it so hard?
That's our intro music now.
Yeah, I'll put, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's in there. So that's good. We got that. Okay. What's up, you guys?
Hey, what's up, you guys?
It's been a week. We didn't want to last time, so we didn't.
Yeah, we gave ourselves a little break.
Yeah.
And I think it was much needed.
I've been really burnt out after these 4 episodes.
Yeah, we worked so hard. All right, so we read Rosemary's Baby.
Yes, by Ira Levin?
Ira Levin.
Levine? Like Avril?
I said Levin in my head, but then, Levi jeans, it could be leaving, like leave-in conditioner.
I feel like there's a worm in your brain. It's like controlling you right now. Okay.
I don't know, dude. I'm pretty burnt out, so I'm just kind of riding the waves.
Yeah, this is going to be a chill one. We're going to be chill and
yeah, we're going to be super chill. Holden is not dressed up like a baby, if you were curious.
I was, God, I should have done that. I'm dressed up as the homosexual living in your hallway.
Oh, no, slay.
From the book, but
slay.
I should have been a baby. God.
Dang it.
Do you have a baby costume I could borrow?
Yeah, I just have one.
I figured you would.
No, I have adult diapers.
I mean, you need them. I don't know what you lead. Whatever. You read Rosemary's Baby.
Yep.
It was I.
I thought it was good. What do we normally talk about? I mean, I would say trigger warnings.
Oh yeah.
Rape.
Yeah.
That's the main one.
Yeah. Generally, and then like a lot of just stuff with like a very difficult pregnancy and like women not being listened to, but. That's the big
Gaslighter.
One.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much that, exactly.
And I would just go ahead and say, like, if you haven't read this book, don't listen to this because, as Holden said to one of our friends, it's better to go into this one just not really having a clue.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't read it, this is going to just be spoiler, and come back after you've read it.
We'll miss you guys.
Yeah.
We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So what would you give it as a rating?
I think 4 stars.
I gave it 4 stars as well.
Yeah.
I was close to a 5.
For most of it, I was close to a 5, and then the ending got a little goofy.
Yeah.
But it was still very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do you want to do like a summary, kind of?
Yeah, sure. So Rosemary's Baby follows Guy and Rosemary. They're a couple living in New York City.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to say.
Yeah.
They're about to sign a lease on an apartment, and then Rosemary's dream apartment opens up, and they back out of the first one, and they go for it with the second. And it's a choice that led to some crazy things. They meet some of their neighbors, an old couple that are a bit odd. That Guy becomes friends with quickly. Rosemary's kind of like... I related to her. She's like, I don't know if I really need to be friends with my old neighbors next door, but you do you, Guy.
Yeah.
So they become friends with them. And what else? Rosemary, it's a small thing, but I feel like it's important. She becomes friends with a girl who lives in the apartment, lives with the couple, and she ultimately jumps off of the building not very long after she met her. And she dies.
Yeah.
And then, Rosemary basically wants a baby. She really wants a baby. Guy could probably not care less.
Yeah, literally not. No.
And they try for a baby. Some weird stuff happens. Maybe. We're not doing spoilers. We are doing spoilers.
Yeah, we're not doing spoilers.
Basically, she's ready to try for a baby with Guy, and then she starts seeing weird stuff, and there's a demon dude instead of her husband that's like scratching her up, and things are going on. She does get pregnant. The neighbors get super obsessed with her pregnancy. They start making her vitamin drinks. They give her a weird necklace, which happens to be very similar to the one that was on her friend that jumped off a building.
Yeah.
And they set her up with a doctor that they recommended. Red flag. And Rosemary just starts freaking out. And she chats with her friend Hutch, who gives her a book about witchery. And it's kind of like, oh my god, everything's coming together. And then her friend ends up in a coma and dies. Yeah. And she's just totally gaslit the entire time. and she has a baby, and the baby is the Antichrist.
Yeah, that's
the entire book. You don't have to read it. But like we said, if you're still here and you haven't read it, that's on you. So.
Yeah, that you got it. That's your problem.
Thoughts? I just talked and talked. So
no, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I have a lot of. Okay, so first of all, just in general, like on the book, because we're talking about like how spoilers kind of ruin it. When I was reading it, I remember thinking at the very beginning, like, this reminds me of the Stepford Wives, which is something that I wish I had read before I knew the plot, because it kind of ruined it. And then I found out it was written by the guy who wrote the Stepford Wives. I was
going to talk about that too.
This is crazy.
No, it is crazy.
Yeah, like, and also, again, we had this moment of discovery together. Both of us thought that Ira Levin was a woman based on the content of this book and of Stepford Wives, and we both found out it was a man, which is crazy because of how, like, this is a book from the 50s, I think, written very sympathetically.
Late 60s, maybe?
60s. Yeah,
but that time, yeah.
Yes, late 60s for Rosemary's Baby and early 70s for Stepford Wives.
Yeah.
And it is, like, she's very sympathetically written. Like, it's a very feminist book.
It is. Yeah, and I never heard of him, which is crazy because, like, as like a film student, I had seen Rosemary's Baby because it's a huge horror movie, and then obviously Stepford Wives is also huge in cinema. I feel like as far as horror goes, and then to find out that they're both written by a man is interesting. And like I said, I've never heard of him. Have you ever heard of him?
No, I haven't.
Like before this. We grew up in a household that was very Stephen King focused. He is horror in my mind because of that. But I guess I need to read more of this dude because he's up there, I would say.
He was really good.
And it was a quick read versus I feel like when I pick up a Stephen King book, God love him, it'll take me a while.
Yeah. This was very short. I think it was the perfect length because a lot of it is like just building this atmosphere of like Rosemary being like, there's weird things going on, and that could have been really, really annoying if it was longer, but it's the perfect amount of time to sit in that like uncertainty.
It is. Yeah. And I had already seen the movie, like I said, so I knew what was going on. I think it's cool that you went into it blind, just not knowing.
I didn't think it was going to be supernatural. Like, at all. I thought it was going to be weird.
There's a lot of subtlety with the characters and the things that happen along the way that like they seem odd. But I could see taking it a bit, like, taking a while for it to be like, whoa, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
Versus, like, because it's just so subtle for a long time. And then towards the end, like you said, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is good.
And I do think it would have felt less goofy if I was reading it in, like, the 60s. I think the like, Satanism stuff is funny now. But it was actually kind of a real concern back then or whatever, I guess. It actually made me think a lot of the first book we read, Mexican Gothic, just with it being this woman who is stuck with these weirdos who are just like, and just like her slowly figuring out what's going on. I thought that was kind of interesting to see. I'm pretty like I'm sure that was inspired by this because this is such a seminal piece of literature. Speaking of semen, I actually didn't have any kind of segue for that. As well as speaking of semen.
Yeah, I could see it being similar to Mexican Gothic because of what you said, and then I don't know, the characters are just very vibrant and realistic, and then like the way that things are described, like the furniture and the apartment and her wild dreams, like
very detailed in like we're just coming off of the girl with the dragon tattoo, which has so much detail that doesn't serve anything. And in this, it actually like builds something.
Yeah, I noticed how you can put so much detail and it still be
so much shorter.
Yeah,
it's like
One more thing about Ira. I want to know what man hurt him for him to write such good feminist-themed horror books.
Yeah, because it's the thing that was most surprising for me, the thing that made me most surprised that this was written by a man, is the scene where Rosemary is, okay, how do I put this? Assaulted by the devil, but she thinks that her husband raped her in her sleep, basically. And thinking about this, like today's age, we know that's bad, obviously. But in the 60s, that was something that was just considered kind of normal in marriages. But Rosemary, I have quotes actually. I highlighted them.
Beep, boop.
On the Kindle that I was given. Guy had taken her without her knowledge, had made love to her as a mindless body rather than the complete mind and body person she was, taking only her body without her soul or self or she-ness. Like she's very... We get to sit with her emotions and how upset she is, and it's taken very seriously in a way that I think I wouldn't expect from a man writing about this topic in the 60s.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and it... To my knowledge, from what I was like looking stuff up about him after finding out that he is a dude, to my knowledge, he's never like said that he was a feminist, but I don't imagine how you couldn't be without like with writing women like this. But then I was Googling, was Ira Levin a feminist? Was Ira Levin gay? Because to me, a straight man, to feel sympathy for a woman and like understand the way that women get trapped by society and gender roles and like actually be like, fully sympathetic. I was like, gotta be. But no, he was a straight man who never said that he was a feminist. So
just a good person.
Just a good person.
Crazy.
But I don't know a ton about him, so don't come at me if he did bad things too.
Yeah, we didn't do that much research. The crazy thing, I'm on his Wikipedia right now. Great research that I'm doing right now. Crazy crossover for us. In 1996, he was given the Bram Stoker Award for Lifetime Achievement.
Whoa!
It's all connected.
It is
the
all
wires.
connected, dog. That's crazy.
Yeah. We have a universe.
We have a universe.
I don't know if you found this out. There's a sequel to this book.
I knew that, but
I've heard it's very bad.
I don't know much about it, but I've heard to just skip it.
Yeah, so
if you want to keep loving it.
Exactly, yeah. Preserve our opinion of this by not reading that one.
Yeah. Which, okay, with Practical Magic, I read all 4 of them, and I like them more as a collective. So, sometimes you got to skip them, sometimes you got to read them all. You just gotta follow your heart.
I need that on a t-shirt. That was beautiful. That was life-changing. You just said sometimes you gotta skip them. Sometimes you gotta collect them all.
Pokemon.
Gotta get them all. You teach me not to Pokemon. Gotta get them all. Gotta get them all. Pokemon.
Boom. That was really good. Remember when we used to do the Manly Men song?
We were like getting ready for America's Got Talent with that one.
Oh, we were like, so good.
It was pretty special.
We were really, really talented as youths. I didn't take a lot of detailed notes, like as far as like page numbers when things were said, but yeah, overall, this book was really good.
Yeah.
Guy is the king of gaslighting.
I love how much... I don't know, he's such a believable, like, awful person, I guess. Like, because you can see how he is so likable and also how much he undermines everything that Rosemary, like, ever does or believes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, and even, okay, so for him to be like, you're kind of crazy, like, they're, like, earlier in the book, when she became impregnated, right? For him to be like, oh, I got carried away. You were asleep. Like, that's the lie we're going with, babe?
Yeah.
We're not gonna, like, come up with something that's a little better because both are really bad. I was like, okay. But then how quickly she was like, yeah, 2 people should, like, both be involved in that. But, it's okay.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
How much she just, like, gives up her agency. And you like specifically like one of my favorite scenes is when they have this party and all of her female friends come over and Rosemary's very pregnant at this point and it's like insanely painful and no one, like, she's going to her doctor and he's saying the pain's normal, it'll go away in a couple of days, and it just obviously isn't. It's been like this for months, and then she has just been like slowly like receding into herself, and then she's in the kitchen with her female friends and they are like, you're not okay, and I'm the first people like she just breaks down because no one else has taken her what she's going through seriously. And I think that it's just like she was so isolated without those women in her life.
Yeah. And what I hated when she finally was like, the pain's not normal, I'm gonna go get this looked at, and then the pain stops.
Yeah.
Like, you little devil baby. She was
so close to figuring it all out.
Why I oughta. What's weird is in the movie, you never see the baby. Mm-hmm. In the book, you get the descriptions of what the baby looks like. I thought that was interesting. One of the weird scenes to me, there were so many like little things that were just like so odd, but like really good. Like, so that lady was knitting booties, but they looked like different shape. They looked more like hoof shaped. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I was like, that was kind of cool. Also, wouldn't it click? But also, you've never had a baby. It's your first baby. Maybe baby feet are weird shapes. I don't know. Like,
yeah, all the details are so good.
Yeah, I mean, this is a crazy book. I knew so much because of the movie, but if like I didn't know anything about the movie, and all I knew about the book was that basically Rosemary is raped by the devil and gives birth to his son, I probably wouldn't have read this book.
Yeah.
So, tell me more about your thoughts on when it got to that kind of stuff. You were like, oh, this is what this is.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's great. And that's like the last like 10 pages or so. Like, okay, Rosemary basically gives birth, and then they tell her the baby's dead, but she's like hears it through the wall. So then she like sneaks into their apartment and finds it. And when she goes in, they're all like chanting, "Hail Satan! Hail Satan! This baby is the son of Satan." And and his fucking crib is like all black and like red, and he has like evil like toy. Like, it's so over the top, insane, and that's why it gets a little funny at the end, which I think it's earned. Like,
yeah,
but it's just goofy.
It is a little goofy, but almost more horrifying that like her baby instincts, like her maternal instincts kicked in, and she's like, I'm going to accept the Antichrist. This is my little baby. Like, that final, like, twist was almost more scary.
Yeah, that's
than the satanic conspiracy. But, I mean, I too might.
Well, yeah, like,
right? Like,
she has nothing else. Like, she's a stay-at-home wife who has been completely isolated from all her friends, and her like closest like paternal figure fucking died because of witch curses. So all she has is this like these freaks. I guess she has to take care of this baby.
These sick freaks.
These sick freaks. You sick fucks. Worship the devil. I'm disgusted.
You know what I'm disgusted by? When she starts craving raw meat.
Oh yeah, the descriptions of her eating raw meat.
That's as wild to me as Miss Pregnant Bella on the couch. I'm just gonna drink a blood Slurpee because that's what my baby wants. And then she takes a sip and smiles with her red covered teeth. She's like, I actually kind of liked it. Shut the up, Bella Swan. What was that? And that's exactly how I felt reading Rosemary's Baby.
This book is actually really similar to that Twilight movie. When you think about it, in terms of the evil pregnancy horror.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
And like men that kind of be gaslighting.
Yeah. Men do be gaslighting.
Men do be gaslighting. In those
movies.
And then, one might say, Charlie Swan is similar to Hutch in his caring capacity.
Like, shut up. Wait, okay, so he's Hutch. And then like, you know, the fucking Volturi come and they're like, we need to kill your baby because it's like
and that's
evil. So like it's
yo. And you know what's also crazy? How like Minnie and Roman know like their cult influence is worldwide. Where is the Volturi located?
Shut up. Wait, Twilight is about Rosemary's Baby.
The more you know.
The more you know.
The only problem I had with this book, a minor thing. I just don't want you to like go into this and think I didn't notice. When there's towards the end, the character, the Japanese, doesn't get a name, just takes pictures.
This book is weird about race.
He is the Japanese, but I feel like because they also brought in another guy. I can't remember where he was from. But I feel like the point was to show that, like, yeah, the cult
is like international.
Yeah, it's from all over the world, and people came from everywhere to see this baby in this Satan cult. But that doesn't make it okay to like. Even if he gave him a name, I wouldn't feel as icky.
Well, he does. I think.
Pretty sure it's just the Japanese.
But it is. It's pretty bad.
But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I listened to the audiobook some, and I also read it. If I read it fully, I probably would know for sure if there's a name. Maybe I eased over that, but...
There's also just in general, like, a lot of the service people in the hotel are black people, and they're, like, just treated as, like, set pieces. Like, there's no real commentary about that, which I think they could have included, because I think that could have crossed over really well with, like, the, you know, Rosemary being, what's the word? Just, you know, just her being reduced to, like, a womb, and then that intersects with race, but he didn't want to talk about that. This is only about white women. And then also, I thought this was just funny. I don't care. Like, I'm not canceling Ira for this one, but the homosexuals across the hall really were very funny to me. When she's like, Dubin and Devore were homosexuals. Everyone else seemed entirely commonplace. Like, that's the one weird thing.
Yeah. I remember thinking that. I didn't write it down, but actually, now that you say that, I remember that. I remember being like, oh.
That was funny.
Oh. Interesting. You know who could suck my left butt cheek?
Oh.
Dr. Hill.
Fuck Dr. Hill. Fuck Dr. Hill. That guy sucked a booty ball sack.
He did. He sucked big, massive booty ball sack. I agree with that statement. Because how the F are you going to act like you're supporting Rosemary?
Yeah,
so
Rosemary finally decides that she's being led astray by a satanic cult, and she, heavily pregnant, leaves and calls Dr. Hill and is like, hey, I'm being harassed by a satanic cult, and goes to Dr. Hill, and he's like, oh, I this is crazy what's happening to you. Like, you are so real, you're so valid, just lay down here for a few minutes, and then he comes back with her husband to take her home.
And the bad doctor.
And the fucking bad doctor.
Now, what's annoying, too, is we don't know. Does Dr. Hill just hate women? Does Dr. Hill, too, believe in the devil? And is he a part of the cult? Is he just a dumb-ass man? We don't know. All three? Perhaps.
Perchance. No, yeah, but it's just
I had mixed feelings because I had very, very mildly mixed feelings. 98% of my feelings were fuck you, Dr. Hill. 2% of me was like, if I was a doctor in this position and there's a woman in here telling me all of these things, what do? I don't get her husband and the doctor that she's scared of.
Yeah.
I don't do that. But I could see there being a third option where rather than I'm going to deliver the baby right here, right now and not contact anyone, getting her some help.
Yeah, like...
But the help he chose was not... Okay.
Like, I get that he doesn't believe
being
her.
like, if you fight, then we'll have to take you to the psych ward, Rosemary.
He talks just like that.
Right off.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. Because he could have just taken her to the hospital and, like, let them take care of it. Like, it doesn't have to be his problem. Don't call her husband.
That was wild.
Ugh.
What else? Rip Terry.
Terry was cool. There's a few things that, okay, this is kind of a low bar, but I've been reading a lot of, like, modern suspense, horror, thriller stuff, and by that I mean fucking the Housemaid series. But not fucking the Housemaid. The Housemaid.
Yeah, not to be mistaken with fucking the Housemaid.
which is another series that I love, actually. But the Housemaid series by Frida McFadden, where everything is told to you 7 billion times and, like, nothing is left to the imagination. And I hate those books, and I love them also. Yeah,
I love parts of them, but then it's like just expecting that your reader's a dumbass drives me crazy as well.
It's crazy. Like, you expect no one to be paying attention to your book. But so it was really refreshing that this book leaves certain things to like, we never get to read Terry's suicide note. We know there was a note and it said something, and it probably in retrospect said something about her, you know, like, hey, I don't actually want to be an incubator for the devil, so I'm going to jump out a building. But we never get to learn that stuff. I think that's cool that some things are actually left to the imagination. I miss when books did that.
I too miss when books did that. Yeah. The characters were... I'm trying to think of other characters and how I felt about them. Laura Louise can also suck... How about my right butt cheek? They could take turns sucking my butt cheek.
One gets your right, one gets your left.
Yeah. Like, first off, just generally annoying person. But also... And I don't care if Rosemary had the Antichrist, okay? I don't care if she has a devil baby. You let that mama hold her head, ma'am, before I slap you upside the freaking head. Ma'am.
Step away from her baby.
Step away from Satan's child right now.
Satan's child.
You nasty
It's also like,
girl.
how are you a Satan worshiper and also annoying? Like, pick a struggle, you know?
Dog, no. You know who I did love? Hutch.
Hutch, I miss him.
Yeah.
Rip. He fucking calls her on the phone and is like, meet me tomorrow. I have plot relevant information. And you're like, he's gonna die.
No, for sure. It's so clear. No, my favorite too. My favorite is how the nurse or whatever describes him waking up from his coma just to give this final piece of evidence and then just dead.
So he says the name is an anagram. The name is an anagram. He gives her a book and says the name is an anagram, and that was his clue. Like, he didn't write it.
Now, okay, partly maybe you don't want to get it in the wrong hands, but mostly, what?
The name is an anagram. Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Mary. Jesus.
OMG. Everything's connected.
It's like the Bible. Guys. I think Ira Levin is...
Avril Lavigne? Maybe she was a plant.
You know how Avril was like killed and was replaced by a clone?
Oh, God.
Just like Rosemary's Baby.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about this book? You say?
No, see, I don't have anything to say. And I'm not doing that voice anymore.
What else? Guy is a piece of shit.
Guys?
I hate Guy.
You took crazy
Okay.
notes.
No, these are just notes on the characters, so I don't forget names this time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I do be looking at you going, name please?
I make charts.
So I wrote them all out. But Guy sucks. What's crazy to me is being so wanting of an acting career that you are willing to blind your competitor.
Yeah. Well, and also willing to like sell your child to the devil.
Willing to let your wife get raped in front of you by the devil.
Yeah. Like.
And then willing to give your baby away and then saying, oh, don't worry, honey, we can have another one.
Fuck yeah. Both butt cheeks. Suck 'em.
Both, but I'm running out of butt cheeks, man.
Butt cheeks.
I mean, I feel like that's pretty much it. 4 stars. We really enjoyed it. But it's pretty fucked up. But also a lighter fuckery versus some of these, like the last one we just read was like, it wasn't like fucked up and then chase it with some fun, weird cult energy. It was like, this is fucked up. Let's make it even worse.
Yeah.
You know what? When you don't think we can get worse, we can. It's so dark.
That book was fucked.
This one was...
Didn't we? Okay. We've read like 5 books total.
Yeah.
3 of them have included sexual assault scenes.
I know.
This one was the best.
Of all the books we read with sexual assault. You're not ready for December. We're going to read such fun ass books. In fact... So our next episode, we're going to do some Reddit chats. We're not going to read a book. But the one after that, do you want to tell them now or at another time?
At a future juncture? What would you like to...
We are reading the one you recommended.
Fuck yes! We're reading The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Woo!
Yes.
So get ready. That's going to be so much easier on our souls.
So excited.
But... yeah, thanks for coming to our podcast.
Yeah, sorry about whatever happened to this one.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.